they offer me 40 hours of community service. Is that still on the table?
Okay,
If I enter like an oral motion of dismissal based on constitutional grounds, are you standing on your constitutional oath?
That
Yeah,
may
it
in
said
effect.
it says automobile, horse, drawn wagon, or carriage. So
okay, so
an
Mr.
automobile is not necessarily a car if it's a household good.
But
I
all
mean,
of those things are not
an
true.
automobile was actually created before a driver's license was ever created.
All right, guys. Today we've got another wild court hearing with a sovereign citizen. And surprise, surprise, he's pulling the usual nonsense. He keeps saying he wasn't driving, he was traveling. Like, come on dude, that's not how the law works. This guy just won't stop talking either. He's throwing out random fake legal terms like they're going to magically help him. Honestly though, I think the judge is being a little too soft here. She could have shut him down way harder in my opinion. Let me know in the comments if you guys think this judge was too nice or handled it fine. Anyway, let's jump in and watch this sovereign citizen completely embarrass himself.
Yes, I
Okay,
hear you.
so you're before the court on 2019 CR 04954 for driving on a suspended or revoked license, no license, failure to display license, or failure to have license on person. I'm not sure, it cuts off, and no tag or expired or invalid tag. So that's on the first case. On the case from 2020 03114, you have a suspended or revoked license. You're represented by Lister and Holt on one of the cases, but not on the other. Did you want Lister and Holt to represent you, or did you want to represent yourself
I represent myself.
on both cases?
Yes, ma'am. I have a quick question as far as law concern when it comes to driver's license.
Okay.
Um, okay, you're only allowed to have one driver's license, and
Right.
I have an Alabama driver's license. So when I get pulled over, I actually showed them my Alabama driver's license, and it's current. It's the most current, and so they make a determination if they should go off the Georgia driver's license or the Alabama driver's license. And when I present the Alabama driver's license, they let me go because my Alabama license is valid. And you're only allowed to have one. And I had Alabama license first. So
I
my
believe
Georgia
this sounds
driver's
like a not
license,
guilty.
excuse me?
Okay. So, Mr. Resto, what Mr. Taylor is saying is this is something that you could prove at trial. If you present that information at trial, then that means you want to go to trial instead of taking a plea. I don't know what the recommendation is, and I don't
Well,
know.
the recommendation was, I think I've been dealing with this case for an awful long time now, so I
Yeah.
don't really want to go to trial. I just want to get it behind me. But I think that the recommendation, I remember the recommendation quite clear. They offered me 40 hours of community service. Is that still on the table?
Okay. No, Mr. Resto.
This guy really thinks he can negotiate with the judge and prosecutor before the hearing even starts, like he's haggling at a flea market or something. No wonder they're both trying not to laugh. Seriously, how do people like this even exist? I couldn't keep a straight face if I were in that courtroom. If I were the judge, I'd be throwing out contempt charges left and right. But I've got to say, the prosecutor in this clip is pretty funny. His reactions are gold. Let's get back into it and see what happens next.
It's more than that. So the basic fines and fees for driving on a suspended license is the first time in 5 years. If you get one, then you can enter a NOLO plea if you have a NOLO plea eligible to you, and then the fine is $500. But if you get a second one, the fine goes to $1,000. A third one, the fine goes to $1,500 and 10 days mandatory jail time. You have a second one, which means that you might be able to enter a NOLO to the first one, but then the second one is outstanding. So when you took a plea to the second one, that would definitely suspend your license. So that's what's on the table.
Okay, now does the if I enter like an oral motion of dismissal based on constitutional grounds, are you standing on your constitutional oath,
Okay,
or the
I'm not sure what that is. So I have taken an oath to uphold the Constitution and to make sure that I treat people as the law would direct me to do so. So,
Okay. Well, I asked this question previously when I was in your courtroom one day in regards to the right to travel under the 14th Amendment, stating that citizens do not need a permit to travel with a horse-drawn carriage, wagon, or automobile without interference by police. And I was on a public highway actually when I got pulled over. It's a
Okay, so
highway.
that's not actually in the Constitution.
And
So
I don't
the
believe
right
automobiles
to
were
travel.
around when the 14th Amendment was ratified.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mr. Taylor.
I just wanted to point out to the court that automobiles hadn't been invented when the 14th Amendment was ratified. That
Yeah,
may
it says automobile, horse-drawn wagon, or carriage.
Okay,
So an
that's
automobile is not necessarily a car if it's a household good. It's just a form of transportation. It doesn't matter if it's an automobile, horse-drawn wagon, or carriage, because it's still a form of transportation, and citizens have the right to travel without interference by police. So I don't even know how the police are even allowed to interfere with travel when I'm not using my vehicle for commerce.
Your Honor,
And it's
hold on, Mr.
totally.
Taylor.
Why isn't the judge stopping this guy already? I don't get it. Judges are supposed to keep control and make sure things move along, not let someone waste everyone's time with ridiculous arguments. You can literally see the prosecutor begging the judge to wrap it up. She has full authority to shut it down but just doesn't. Honestly, I don't know why. People like this sovereign citizen should get a 30-second hearing, not 20 minutes of nonsense. Stuff like this is exactly why courts get so backed up. Is it just me, or should this judge be a lot more firm? Let me know what you think in the comments. I might be the only one who feels this way. Let's keep watching to see how it ends.
Mr. Resto, if somebody drove 100 miles an hour into the back of your vehicle and killed your a family member, would you want the police to interfere?
That's a murder. I mean, that's if someone got killed.
But they're traveling. You can't interfere with somebody traveling.
No, I mean you can't. It's stating that a police just can't interfere with your traveling, like pulling you over for a traffic violation or a tag.
But you
you're
want them
not,
to
you can't.
interfere if
Now,
somebody.
if you murder somebody because of
Well,
sovereign,
okay. Say you don't murder them. Say you just hurt them. Say you just damaged the vehicle. You don't want the police to interfere.
no, that because that's when it almost becomes like an accident or a crime or whatnot. So the police can. That's not really an interference. An interference with your traveling, not an interference when two citizens engage in an accident. It's interfering with you just traveling. Now, police officers, as far as public servants, they have a duty to serve to the people. So if a car accident occurs, then of course public servants, as far as ambulance, as far as firemen, they will come to the scene just as a service. But for you to just interfere in my traveling is actually a violation of the Constitution.
Well, sir, the Constitution and the cases that have come out of the constitutional jurisprudence allow cities and states and municipal organizations to regulate travel for the benefit of the citizens. So they can put reasonable regulations on travel, meaning you can have a license. They can grant you the privilege of having a license to drive. They can regulate how your license is seen. If you don't have a license or if your license is suspended, they can intervene to take your license away or your privilege to drive away. It is a crime. You can be convicted of not driving under a proper license. So the government is allowed to intervene in a lot of ways with people traveling. So I'm not sure where this information comes from, but there's a lot of stuff on the internet about traveling and the 14th Amendment and horse and buggies and even maritime law. But
I mean, an
automobile
was actually created before a driver's license was ever created.
This sovereign citizen just said that because cars existed before driver's licenses aren't constitutional. Like, what? That logic makes zero sense. Just because something existed before a law doesn't mean the law doesn't apply. That's like saying you don't have to pay taxes because the IRS wasn't around when money was invented. Licenses are there for safety, to make sure people actually know how to drive without putting others in danger. It's not hard to understand, and it's not expensive to get one. The fact that this guy seriously believes this stuff makes me wonder if he's okay mentally.
Pamphlets where people was actually operating vehicles before a driver's license ever became. That's actually, you guys are actually a conflict of interest, actually, as far as you being in cahoots with the DMV. That's a totally separate entity.
Okay,
And for
so
some reason,
Mr. Resto, do you want to resolve the case? Because it's not
I
going to
want to
be
resolve the
40
case, but
hours of
I disagree with the fine amount because it changed. I would
it.
pay I would make an offer like I can do $1,000, maybe 12-month probation, but
Mr. Resto,
$2,000 that's excessive.
Mr. Resto, we're not negotiating. Those are statutory fines, meaning they're written into the law. I can't even change them.
Can I make a counter offer to the state and say it's $1,000? That can I be?
No,
Because I did do
sir.
time in jail. If the state would see that
Well,
and count,
that's why I'm saying that you may want to speak with an attorney because certain things that they can negotiate, I can't change the statute. I can't change what's written in it, but they can negotiate. And if the solicitor wants to give you credit for time in jail in lieu of the fine, those are things that they can do that I can't do.
yeah. So I would ask to the district attorney, knowing that I did serve some days in jail, can you guys
Okay,
lower the fine and I just go ahead and end this
so
case right now? I can do 1,000. I got $1,000 right now,
Mr.
and
Mr.
huh?
Resto, so that's a conversation that you need to have with them directly without me being present, number one. Number two, the reason I keep saying you might want to go through your attorney is because they can explain to you what is already on the table and how that may or may not change, okay?
What's on the table now, man?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I would rather you have that conversation in a breakout room with the attorney who's assigned to your case and with the state as opposed to here in the main room. One, because I have other cases that need to be addressed, and two,
Okay.
because that's not information I need to hear.
Okay, is it anything I can do to get this case resolved now? Because it's been lingering on
I'm
my
telling
head
you what to
for
do, but you're
years.
not listening, Mr. Reston. Mr.
I mean,
Resto,
today, like I want to resolve this today.
I get that you want to resolve it today, and I'm telling you what to do, but you're not listening to me. I said you can go into a breakout room with your attorney, and the attorney and you can discuss what's already on the table. And then if your attorney wishes to speak with the state to clarify anything, they can do that too. But you're not going to get it resolved by going back and forth with me because there's
Okay.
stuff I cannot do.
Okay. Just tell the state that I'll take their recommendation. I'll just pay the 2,000 if they can give me 12 months to pay it off. And
Okay,
if I
but
can, and if
And that's the last we saw of him for the day. He literally just walked out of court. Pretty sure the judge issued a bench warrant right after. Don't worry though, I've got his second hearing coming up tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. But really, this was just another classic sovereign citizen case, trying to dodge a $2,000 fine by saying I'm traveling, not driving. Like bro, the court's not going to forget your fine because you said a magic word. Honestly, this one fried my brain. Let me know what you guys thought about the judge. Was she too soft or just being professional? I personally think she should have been way tougher. If you guys enjoy these kinds of court reaction videos, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Appreciate all your support. Take care, everyone.